Disappearing for 6 months was probably one of the best things that I ever did for my own self-improvement and for me to gain clarity, enabled me to ascertain my purpose in life in a time when I was so lost. And I can imagine you guys, a lot of you are feeling exactly the same, and a position that I used to once be in, where I was just like a deer in the headlights. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't go to university. I went to study instead on my way to a diploma, which I'm still doing actually, to be fair. And I went and got a sales job. So for me, while I was in that stage of being lost, and I was, trying to discover what I wanted to do with my life and identify my core values and purpose, disappearing for 6 months was probably the best thing that I ever did. And it's something that I'd recommend to all of you if it's something that you guys haven't yet implemented or even done yet or even thought about. When I say disappear, I do want to make a few things very clear. I don't mean avoid all contact and never speak to your family for 6 months and don't text your best mate ever again. Of course, talk to them. But when I say disappear for 6 months, I mean eradicating and eliminating bad habits, abysmal habits that have been holding you back for far too fucking long. I'm talking about stop playing video games for 6 months. Start taking NoFap very fucking seriously. Quit alcohol entirely. If you do drugs, quit drugs. This is what I mean when I say disappear for 6 months. Drink 2 to 3 litres of water per day. Incorporate some sort of a skincare routine. Do some form of exercise on a daily basis. I'm not saying hit the gym for an hour a day, even though that would be beneficial. On your rest days, or even days you don't want to go to the gym, you're not unable to because you're on holiday, or you've got to meet family for the weekend, or something comes up, life gets in the way. Do some form of 20 minutes of exercise. It's not too much to ask. Just go on the floor and start doing some press ups. That's what I did. Do some tricep dips using your desk and your bed. If you haven't got access to a local gym, you could be creative. As a wise man once said, if you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. It's really that simple, gentlemen. This is where you have to lock in. This is where you must start taking your life seriously. Disappear for 6 months. Why not? Why not? 6 months in the grand scheme of things, in the entirety of your life, is absolutely nothing. It's funny because every person that I speak to, when they attracted the girlfriend that they currently have, or the life partner, the lover that they currently have, they always said, she came into my life when I least expected it. She came into my life when I wasn't looking for her. The moment that I stopped chasing tail, the moment that I disappeared, the moment that I focused on myself, she walked into my life. And that's exactly how the law of attraction works. You don't chase, you attract. You ever tried to grab a pussycat to try and stroke it and it just runs away constantly? You get near it and it just runs away. The moment you forget about it and you focus on yourself and you're dedicated to your thing, you're committed, the cat comes into your arms, it jumps into your lap and it's there ready to be stroked. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with women, but it's the same thing as, this isn't a female video. This isn't attracting a female video. This is locking in, disappearing for 6 months and really start taking your life seriously. Because we are now nearly halfway through the year. We're just under 6 weeks away from being exactly the midpoint of the year. Guys, 2024 has gone like this. You disappear for 6 months, it's basically going to be the end of the calendar year if you decide to disappear now. When I say disappear, incorporate a daily routine. What are you going to do on a day-to-day basis? What time are you going to wake up? What form of exercise are you going to do? What specific things are you going to cut out from your diet? What are you going to be studying? What business are you going to be starting? What endeavor are you going to be pursuing? These are things you have to clarify. These are things you have to think. These are things you have to jot down with a pen and paper, just to translate your thoughts onto paper and really understand and start taking your life seriously. Guys, life isn't a joke. I know many people have the mentality of YOLO, you only live once and whatever, and we're only on this planet for a short time, so enjoy, eat whatever you want, do whatever you want, fine. Let those people remain in the midst of mediocrity. That's not you, gentlemen. That's not you. That's why you're on this channel. If you had that mentality, you wouldn't be watching this fucking video. So disappear for 6 months. Understand that what you're doing hasn't been working. Otherwise, you wouldn't be miserable. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this video. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in a position that you are today. You have to lock in. This is your sign to lock in. This is your sign Kem is saying disappear for 6 months because it will benefit your life. Think about it this way. Think of it in terms of, this is what I said in the past. Think of it in terms of ROI, return on investment. What's the worst that's going to happen? I got in better shape. I had more clarity. I discovered my purpose. I made more money. I was more disciplined. Wow, so negative. Wow, such a bad thing. A lot of you guys have this problem of FOMO. I used to have this. Oh, but if I disappear for 6 months, my mates are going on holiday to Ibiza and to Kavos and they're living it up and clubbing and sleeping with women and drinking loads of alcohol and having fun, and here I am grinding. But what is that going to lead to for them? It's all short-term pleasure. What's that going to mean for them in 5 years? It's going to mean nothing. It's going to be a distant memory that actually affected them, that had ramifications in the long term. But for you, my friends, you disappearing for 6 months, you'll look back on this in 3 years and go, I'm so glad I did it. I'm so glad I took that time out for myself because it gave me clarity. It allowed me to think clearly and realize what I needed to do with my life. It allowed me to get into a good routine, to get into shape. It built my discipline level. The only way is up when you do something like this. Forget about FOMO. Quit caring about what other people think. Stop doing that. They don't pay your bills. They don't care about you. Stop doing that. Stop caring what other people think about you. Who gives a fuck? Oh, but I'm missing out. You're not. You're a young man. Trust me. You'll be living the life that they dream of if you remain dedicated. Disappear for 6 months. Make the sacrifice. Understand that this life needs to be taken seriously. I'm not saying that you can never have fun. Absolutely you can have fun. That time will come. But you, my friends, you're not in a position to have fun. Not now. Not today. You need to grind. You need to get to work. You need to get in shape. You need to eat clean. You need to get your money up. It's not a joke. Self-improvement isn't a fucking game. I keep hearing this. It's a game. It's a street. It's not. It's a lifestyle that's never ending. You do self-improvement for life. You don't become the finished article and yes, I've completed self-improvement. Anyone that tells you that is a flat-out liar. Everyone can improve. No human is perfect. Self-improvement is a lifestyle. Disappear for 6 months. Just try it and come back to me after with feedback and you'll understand what I mean. Your life will change forever. Smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see all of you guys for my next video. Peace.